Sponsored by Bet365.
Welcome to the Bet365 preview show, round 9 of Vodafone Super Rugby, and a light around this week. No Waratahs playing, but plenty of action, and we'll go through the games. Now, we see the Rebels taking on the Stormers. What about the market in this one? An even keel. The Melbourne Rebels are the form Australian side. Just a few injuries for them. Jack Maddox is out, Phillips is out, and probably one of their star forwards for the year, Rangi, will be out with injury, but this backline for the Rebels is certainly firing. And again, I'm so surprised that they're at this price. I think the Rebels are in a very good place at the moment, playing at Amy Park. And the Stormers last week, they were just rattled. I know they rested a few players. I don't think they're going to be able to bounce back. And being on tour in Australia is always a difficult task for our South African friends. So I'm going to go Rebels. I'm going to go Rebels all the way. I think they'll win. I think they will win well. I'm going to pick the Rebs 13+. And we move up to our nation's capital in Canberra, where the Brumbies are taking on the Lions. What about the odds on this one? Very, very short for the Brums. They're getting all of their Wallabies back for this one. Rested some players last week. They almost come up with the unthinkable beating the Crusaders there in Christchurch, but ran out of puff in the end. I like the look of this Brumbies team when their Wallabies are in and their senior players are playing. They're just too young without them. And this week, a lot of their stars up for it. And this very, very depleted Lions outfit with resting a lot of their star Springboks. It's going to be a great match for the Brumbies. They need to win, and they need to win well, because they're right at the bottom of the competition. I'm going to back them. I'm going to back them well. Plenty of rolling mauls too in this one. 13+ to the Brumbies. Final match for the Australian teams, Queensland Reds in Pretoria. It's going to be a huge ask for them. First match away from home, especially in South Africa, is always a challenging one for them. But Brad Thorne still rotating his side and trying to work out where the best formula is at. Tate McDermott's been a star for them. But with the Reds this year, every game they're expected to lose by 20. They surprise us, but the games they're supposed to win, they don't. So with the markets being so off, I do think the Reds are at value, and I would take them with the line. But the Bulls, they've been up and down this year as well. They've just signed their coach for a long-term deal. Some Springboks are back for them. I think they're going to be really hard to beat on the high veld. I'm going to pick them, but not by much. But if you've got that line with the Reds, I'd take it. So a win to the Bulls, but just by the narrowest of margins. As we look through the other matches for Vodafone Super Rugby in round 9, Crusaders taking on the Highlanders. I'm going to pick Crusaders there. They are the upset side, but they do have a few players out. I went with the Rebels before, and I think they'll win big. Chiefs should beat the Blues at home, but hey, Blues 4 in a row. Could be a tough ask for them, but I just think the Chiefs have returned to that form we've known for the last few years. I'm going to take the Brumbies, Sharks over the Jaguares, and of course, my last tip is the Bulls, but not by much. If you're going to have a punt this weekend, please do so responsibly and stay tuned here for all your match highlights, reviews and reports on the game on Rugby.com.au.